open season.
What's going on, guys? It's the Ben. I hope y'all have a blessed day today. And if you enjoy having open conversation to your favorite season, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. That being said, let's get right into it. Last night's matchup was an exciting one. I was really looking forward to it. I was like, okay, we got Cody Fajardo back after missing the last 2 games with a shoulder injury. And despite his absence, we saw his backup quarterback, Caleb Evans, holding it down by winning those 2 games, including his iconic win against his former team, the Ottawa Redblacks. So with that, the Montreal Alouettes had a 4-game winning streak coming into this game against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That's some great momentum, right? Well, yes, it should have been. But the Winnipeg Blue Bombers were also getting their QB back, Zach Collaros. 2-time most outstanding player, Zach Collaros. And just like Montreal, his backup, Drew Brown, held it down with 2 victories in his absence. One of those victories being a 22-point comeback against the Edmonton Elks. Yes, those winless Elks at home. But in total fairness to Drew, this was his real taste of CFL football, playing an entire half. The last time he came on was late in the 4th quarter. Nah, that wasn't real action. This time he got real action, playing an entire half, and in that half, he threw for 306 yards alongside 4 touchdowns. You get the point. These Blue Bombers are tough. They're surrounded with playmakers left and right on top of a great defense. Most importantly, they're champions, having been in the last 3 Grey Cups, winning 2. Could have 3-peated, but Toronto made sure to put a hold on that. Shout out to Chad Kelly for coming up clutch in that game. Nonetheless, by halftime it was a close game, Winnipeg up by 3. But here's the thing. Collaros wasn't playing well up until half, though they were up. In fact, he threw for 3 interceptions. Among them, 2 were returned for touchdowns. At this point, you might be really wondering, how were the Bombers still leading despite Collaros' turnovers? Here's why. Zach Collaros and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are a resilient team. They know how to bounce back when facing adversity. Remember, they got that championship pedigree. Come on now. So while Collaros was struggling with those interceptions, he had Brady Oliveira to run the football, leading rusher in the CFL. Shout out to the Canadian. Nonetheless, Collaros, being a 2-time MOP, simply shook those turnovers off as he went on to throw a touchdown pass to Dalton Schoen, then engineered a TD drive capped off by Brady Oliveira. And that's why Winnipeg was still leading and why Zach Collaros is vying for his 3rd straight MOP. Then came the 3rd quarter where the offense completely unraveled. First, Cody Fajardo throws an interception which is later capitalized by the Bombers. On a side note, I love Cody Fajardo. He's a gunslinger. I just love watching him push the ball down the field. He kind of reminds me of Brett Favre. And like Favre, he'll throw a few interceptions along the way. Nonetheless, he throws the prettiest spiral. Hands down the best ball spinner in the league. Though, I'd like to see him throw for more touchdowns. That's all. Fajardo should easily be at the top of the QB ranks right now. He has the talent. Now he just has to put everything together. But keep doing your thing, Fajardo. I'll be watching. On top of that, Fajardo couldn't hang on to a snap that did appear to be snapped a little bit higher. The fumble is then recovered by the Bombers, who capitalize on it. Lastly, Montreal turns the ball over on downs, and Winnipeg capitalizes yet again. In total, 17 points off of turnovers. After this, Winnipeg never looks back and demolishes Montreal by 30 points. Montreal never scores in the second